Hello friends, today I will present a glossary of macroeconomics terms with answers. So I will present the MCQs on macroeconomic terms. For question number 1, GDP measures A, the total value of goods produced in a country, B, the total value of goods and services produced in a country, C, the total income of all citizens, D, the total value of exports. Answer is B, that is the total value of goods and services produced in a country. GDP, that is gross domestic product, measures the total monetary value of all final goods and services produced within a country's border in a given time period. Question number 2, which of the following is excluded from GDP? A, government spending, B, net exports, C, transfer payments, D, private consumption. Answer is C, transfer payments like pensions, scholarships, unemployment benefits are not payments for goods or services, hence they are excluded from GDP. Question number 3, real GDP is calculated by A, adjusting nominal GDP for population, B, adjusting nominal GDP for inflation, C, adding inflation to the nominal GDP, D, adjusting nominal GDP for exports. Answer is B, that is adjusting nominal GDP for inflation. Real GDP removes the effects of inflation to show the actual volume of production. Question number 4, the difference between nominal GDP and real GDP is due to A, exchange rates, B, inflation or deflation, C, government policy, D, interest rates. Answer is B, that is inflation or deflation. Nominal GDP is at current prices while real GDP is adjusted for changes in price level. Question number 5, GNP, that is gross national product, is A, GDP plus net income from abroad, B, GDP minus net income from abroad, C, GDP plus taxes, D, GDP minus taxes. Answer is A, that is GDP plus net income from abroad. GNP includes GDP plus income earned by residents from overseas minus income earned by foreigners domestically. Foreigners who earn income in the nation, domestic country, and our residents who earn money overseas is included, but what is subtracted? Income earned by foreigners in our country. Question number 6, which is an example of structural unemployment? A, seasonal workers unemployed in the off-season, B, workers losing jobs due to outdated skills, C, people between jobs, D, workers laid off due to recession. Answer is B, workers losing jobs due to outdated skills. Structural unemployment happens when workers' skills don't match job requirements due to change in technology or industry. Question number 7, inflation refers to a rise in the value of money, B, increase in the general price level of goods and services, C, fall in the purchasing power of money, D, both B and C. Answer is D, both B and C. That is increase in general price level of goods and services, and C, fall in the purchasing power of money. Inflation is the rise in overall prices leading to reduced purchasing power of money. Question number 8, which index is commonly used to measure inflation in India? A, wholesale price index WPI, B, consumer price index CPI, C, producer price index PPI, and D, GDP deflator. Answer is B, that is consumer price index CPI. In India, CPI is the official inflation measure for policy purpose. Question number 9, stagflation is a situation of A, high inflation plus high growth, B, high inflation plus low growth plus high unemployment, C, low inflation plus high growth, D, no inflation plus low growth. Answer is B, that is high inflation plus low growth plus high unemployment. Stagflation is an unusual combination of stagnant economic growth, high unemployment, and high inflation. Question number 10, fiscal policy is related to A, money supply regulation, B, taxation and government spending, C, bank lending rates, D, foreign exchange reserves. Answer is B, that is taxation and government spending. Fiscal policy refers to government decisions on taxation and expenditure to influence the economy. Question number 11. Monetary policy is controlled by A. Ministry of Finance, B. Central Bank, C. Commercial banks, and D. Stock exchange. Answer is B. Central Bank. In India, the RBI, Reserve Bank of India, manages monetary policy by controlling interest rates and money supply. Question number 12. Expansionary monetary policy involves A. Increasing interest rates, B. Reducing money supply, C. Reducing interest rates, D. Increasing taxes. Answer is C. In reducing interest rates. Lower interest rates encourage borrowing and investment, stimulating economic growth. Question number 13. The Phillips curve shows the relationship between A. Inflation and unemployment, B. GDP and interest rates, C. Money supply and GDP, D. Imports and exports. Answer is A. That is inflation and unemployment. It suggests an inverse relationship between inflation and unemployment in the short run. Question number 14. Balance of payments include A. Only exports and imports, B. All economic transactions between residents and the rest of the world, C. Only capital flows, D. Only trade in goods. Answer is B. All economic transactions between residents and the rest of the world. Balance of payment records all transactions, including trade in goods and services, investments, and transfers. Question number 15. A budget deficit occurs when government's income is greater than government spending. B. Government income is less than government spending. C. Export is greater than imports. D. Imports is greater than exports. Answer is B. Government income is less than government is spending. A budget deficit means the government spends more than it earns in revenue. Question number 16. If a country's imports exceed its exports, it has a trade surplus, a trade deficit, C. Balanced trade, D. Fiscal deficit. Answer is B. Trade deficit. A trade deficit occurs when imports are greater than exports. Question number 17. The natural rate of unemployment is A. Zero unemployment, B. Unemployment rate when the country is at full employment, C. Seasonal unemployment, D. Recession level unemployment. Answer is B. Unemployment rate when the economy is at full employment. Even at full employment, some frictional and structural unemployment exists, called the natural rate of unemployment. 18. Liquidity trap occurs when A. People hold more cash instead of investing despite low interest rates. B. Banks stop lending. C. Stock market crashes. D. Foreign reserves fall. Answer is A. People hold more cash instead of investing despite low interest rates. In a liquidity trap, monetary policy becomes ineffective because people prefer liquidity to investment. They like to hold money with them rather than investing. 19. The GDP deflator measures change in export prices, B. Change in all domestically produced goods and services prices, C. Change in stock prices, change in WPI. Answer is B. Change in all domestically produced goods and services prices. GDP deflator reflects the change in prices of all goods and services included in GDP. Question number 20. Crowding out effect refers to the government spending increasing private investment. B. Government borrowing reducing private investment. C. High imports reducing domestic production. D. Inflation reducing consumption. Answer is B. Government borrowing reducing private investment. When the government borrows heavily, interest rates rise, making it costlier for private businessmen to borrow. They can't be able to borrow at high interest rates. 21. Question number 21. Recession is defined as a period of high inflation. B. 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth. C. A period of low unemployment. D. Increase in exports. Answer is B. 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth. A recession means an economy has contracted for at least 2 successive quarters. Question number 22. Hyperinflation means an inflation rate above 10%. B. Extremely high and rapid inflation. C. Inflation controlled by government. D. Inflation in one sector only. Answer is B. Extremely high and rapid inflation. Hyperinflation is when prices rise extremely fast, often greater than 50% per month. Question number 23. Occam's law describes A. Relationship between inflation and interest rates. B. Relationship between GDP growth and unemployment. C. Relationship between imports and GDP. Relationship between inflation and wages. Answer is B. That is relationship between GDP growth and unemployment. Occam's law shows that GDP growth is inversely related to unemployment rate. It is oppositely related. Question number 24, which is not part of the 4 phases of the business cycle. A. Expansion. B. Peak. C. Deflation. D. Trough. Answer is C. Deflation. The 4 phases are expansion, that leads to peak, that leads to contraction, then trough. Deflation can happen, but it is not a phase. Question number 25. When the central bank sells government securities, it A. increases money supply, B. decreases money supply, keeps money supply unchanged, reduced inflation directly. Answer is B. Decreases money supply. Selling securities takes money out of circulation, reducing money supply. That's all. If you like the video, please like and subscribe.